Hello. Well, what can I say? Still messing about with this bloody gearbox. This bracket is just on, just so I can hold it in the vise. I tried to get the main shaft back in, and yet again the first gear popped out. There is a gear to go over it, so that goes on over there. And we have our ball bearings and pins, and springs that go in there, and a little pin that goes in there, which sits into. Let's see if I can shed some light on it. So into that, where are we? That one there. So the pin sits into that. It slides along and into that little groove. So when the gear slides from there to there, it comes over this pin and it clicks into this there, and then clicks back in to second. So this is the first gear, and it clicks that way to engage with reverse gear, and then it clicks back and it engages with these little teeth here. So the rear of the ring basically goes like that, clicks in, that's in second, and then it comes forward and it engages with reverse gear. The problem seems to be that it's going too far forward. Now, I don't know if it can be picked up on this this gear or not. Let me see. It may or may not be able to be picked up if I can find it. So the gear itself has a little indent, so you can just, well, you can see there's it looks like there's a tooth missing, but in fact that's where the little ball slides along, and then right in there, I can't get it to focus, but you may see on that side, you can just see the one that's shining bright in the centre. That's the one. That little pin has been running along that, and then overrunning it, which is allowing the gear to run forward, and thus releasing the springs. But what I've also noticed, and this is probably going to be even more difficult to see, so this side of the pin, so that's how it should be. It's very difficult to see. I'm struggling to see it, and I've got my glasses on. That side of the pin is round, but if you look on the other side, it has a noticeable flat on the top. You can just see it there, and I'm just wondering if that flat is just enough to allow the gear to go, which has been causing all my problems. I can't get hold of a pin at the moment, but when I've had the gear apart, so when I've had a proper look at it, I've had a magnifying glass on it, and there are a few chips on the teeth, one thing and another, a little bit of wear on this at the back, so I'm going to see if I can get one. They do a remanufactured one, which is about 60 quid, which is a bit steep, so I'll see if I can get one elsewhere. But yeah, so I've had the whole thing built up, tried to put it in, and as I had it on the bench, it just slipped forward and didn't release fully, but it did release the balls. So I'm just wondering if that is the issue with the gearbox. Everything else is in. That's the first motion shaft, which goes through a bearing. I can't do anything because I've just got a screwdriver holding the leg gear in. But yeah, everything's in there. It just wants the outer cover putting back on here, and obviously the gear on. So I'm going to have to pull this, take the distance tube off the speedo drive, this nut, so I can get my tool back on it. put it all back together. So to say I'm fed up with gears is an understatement. I've had this gear off today. In fact, I should have done a video on this. If you're removing this, which is, I believe, is the third gear, on this little ring round here, it's there somewhere. There's a little hole. You can just see the little pinhole there. Behind that pinhole is another spring and a little clip. In order to get it out, you push something in, push the little pin down, and then pull this washer off. And then inside here, a number of pins, which are the actual ball bearing or the bearings that it runs on. So like I said, there's no issues with that. But I tried to get it off. I thought I might be able to save taking the bearing casing off, but there's a thrust washer or a washer in between, which I believe goes off that way. So I put that back on. But yeah, you live and learn. You live and learn. So I'm gonna wait and see how we go on with this new gear. We'll take it from there. All right then. Cheers. Oh, by the way, I've got over 60 subscribers on this channel now. It's thank you, each and every one of you. I can't believe it. 60 people are actually interested in what I'm doing with Gracie. But I promise you I will get back to doing some more bodywork on it pretty soon. I'm getting fed up with gearboxes, but yeah, I'll definitely get back to doing some bodywork. Alright, thanks for subscribing. Thank you. Bye bye.